What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Sleep Token. Yes, indeed, Sleep Token fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Charles B, and this is actually one of Charles's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Charles. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Charles wanted to see me react to this. It is Sleep Token with a tune called Alkaline, and apparently this is a version called An Offering from 2. Now, have I heard the song before? Okay, this is where things get a little interesting. I've heard the original version. I did a reaction to the original version. I think it was sometime last year. So I have heard the original song, but apparently this is a rework of some kind, a reimagining of some kind. This is Alkaline, An Offering from 2. It's a different version from what I've been told. So I haven't heard this version, but I've heard the original version. If I remember correctly, the original version was okay. I was all right with it. They didn't do anything bad, but I wasn't a fan of it, if I remember correctly. So I don't know how this one's going to go. I mean, reworking and retooling is always interesting. Sometimes it makes the song better. Sometimes it makes the song worse. So we'll have to see how this one goes. But I'm almost positive that this I've never heard before. So yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, let's see. As always, Charles has an intro for me to read to you guys. When we last left off with Sleep Token, we ended your initial foray into their debut full-length album, Sundowning, from 2019 with God, which I loved that song, by the way. Now if you have not seen that reaction, go check it out, because it's probably the highest score I think I've ever given Sleep Token. They really knocked that one out of the park. Now we arrive at Sleep Token's second full-length album, This Place Will Become Your Tomb, released on September 24th, 2021. But here's the twist. You've already sampled this album. Have you ever seen one of those movies, David, that starts with a scene that's actually from later in the plot? Lots of times. They rewind us to the beginning to tell the full story, and then you catch up, and here's where we left off. As a matter of fact, that just happened recently with the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which I saw. Anyway, yeah, we've been there and done that. Well, that's what I did to you here. You are now back revisiting Alkaline, which was your very first reaction to Sleep Token last year. Alkaline was my first... That was my first reaction to them? Okay. It probably was. I honestly don't remember. I've done so many Sleep Token reactions. It's probably right. If anybody would know, Charles would know. This track was actually the first single from This Place Will Become Your Tomb, released months in advance, and has since become one of their most played songs at their concerts, second only to The Offering. On top of that, the music video for it that you watched in your reaction is their second most watched video on their YouTube channel, with as of now 16 million views, okay? This time, you're in for a different experience of Alkaline. The first time you reacted to Alkaline was also the first time you saw frontman Vessel. With the second reaction to Alkaline, you will now get your first glimpse of the other half of the Sleep Token creative duo, the drummer known only as 2. Okay? While Vessel handles vocals, writes the guitar and bass parts, and writes them in the studio, 2 is solely responsible for crafting and performing all the drum parts. Well, that makes sense. About a year after the release of This Place Will Become Your Tomb album, Sleep Token released 3 videos on their YouTube channel where 2 appeared on camera doing drum playthroughs of 3 selected tracks from their album and calling each performance an offering. As I mentioned in my intros to your first reaction to Alkaline and to The Offering in Sleep Token's lore, each song is a token or offering to their deity Sleep. In this offering from 2, you won't hear Vessel's vocals at all. This is to focus solely on the music, showcasing 2's drumming skills as he performs Alkaline. So is this a drum playthrough, or is this just an audio track isolating the vocals out? I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. That's all the information I got. Anyway, this was posted by Sleep Token, surprise, surprise, and the video has 1.5 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Sleep Token, Alkaline, and offering from 2. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this!
Why is it Turkey seems to make the best cymbals, man? They really do. Remo heads, Vic for sticks. Nice chokes. I know cymbal chokes aren't that big of a deal. They're not that impressive to most people, but he made all 3 of those chokes look really, really smooth. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can catch those again. And then 1. Dang. Smooth. And again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to say about this. Okay, there is one thing I can say for sure. On a personal level, I enjoyed this more. I don't know why, though. I don't know why I enjoyed this more, but I definitely did enjoy this more. And no disrespect meant at all to Sleep Token, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think the reason I enjoyed this more is because it was an instrumental and there were no vocals. That very well could be the reason why. I need to think about, but I don't think, I don't know for certain if that is the reason, though. I mean, it could be something as simple as that. But I know on a personal level, I enjoyed this more. Now, how does that translate to a score? I don't know. I need to think about it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Sleep Token with Alkaline, an offering from 2. This was a request from Charles B. And this was actually one of Charles B's 3 prioritized requests for the month of October for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Charles. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Folks, I labored over this. I really did. And the thing is, I always do my best to keep my own personal feelings out of my scoring. When it comes to my scoring, I like to keep things purely objective. Now, having said that, I'm human, okay? And no matter how objective we try to be, and we claim to be, there's always going to be that little itty bitty bit of subjectivity that's going to come into play when it comes to us being objective. It's going to happen, okay? There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's going to be those things that are going to make judges go, ooh. And of course, you could have 2 competitors that do the exact same routine. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a martial artist. I can't anymore because of my neck, but I used to compete very heavily in like a national circuit. And one of my favorite things to do was weapons competitions. And you would always have the exact same routines. Everybody has to do the exact same form. So it's not a freestyle competition. There's a set form that everybody has to learn, and everybody has to do the exact same moves the exact same way. So you're going to see these 2 competitors. They're both very equally talented. They've been training for the same amount of time. They have the exact same skill sets. Everything's the same, right? They're both doing the exact same moves, the exact same time, the exact same way. But there's going to be that one guy or that one girl who's going to come up and just have a little extra pizzazz. And it's going to make the judges go, ooh. You know, and now here's the thing. Technically, they both did exactly the same thing. Nobody dropped their weapons. Everybody had the same angles. Everybody performed at the exact same speed. Everybody performed with the exact same amount of snap in their moves. Their stances were all the exact same. Everything was the exact same. It was perfectly across the board for both of them. But just one of them had that little extra pizzazz. Maybe they just added a little extra head snap to their motion, or maybe they just, flick their wrist just a little bit more than the other. Just that little bit that makes the judges go, oh, does that mean that they did anything right or wrong? No, it just got the judges' attention. And as a result, they get the win. You know what I mean? It's so weird. I know people say, I'm completely objective, and we do our best to be. But there's always going to be that little tiny bit of subjectivity included. It's going to happen, okay? The thing is, with this, no pun intended here, I swear to God. With this offering,
I've been waiting all episode to use that pun.
Groan. I enjoyed it more. And here's the thing. I personally enjoyed this more than the original. Now, the only reason I could think of, because here's the thing, it's exactly the same. The music is the same. The drumming is the same. The patterns are the same. Everything is the exact same. The only difference is there's no vocals. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, is that the reason why? Is the whole reason I enjoyed this more because we didn't have the vocals? We didn't have Vessel. Is that the reason? Is that the only reason? And I hate to say it, but yes, that is the only reason why. I liked this. I actually enjoyed listening to this more than the original. And that's nothing against Vessel. Listen, I understand he's a good vocalist, okay? He really is. For the style of music that he has and for the style of music that Sleep Token is, his vocals fit like a glove. Absolutely. I'm not taking anything away from him. But in this particular case, with this particular song, I like the instrumental more. I do. That's just me personally, okay? Now, having said that, I don't know if the score is the same or not. It might very well be. And if it is, I wish I could say it's coincidence, but it really isn't. Because there was no difference in the music whatsoever from what I could tell between this and the original. Now, I don't remember what I gave the original. I'm actually hoping I'm giving this the same score. If not, I'm hoping this is higher. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this I can't really call it a reimagining. It's just a vocalist song. It's an instrumental version of Alkaline, but I'm gonna give this version. Please let this either be the same or a little bit higher. I'm gonna give it a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.7. What does that mean? Well, a 7.7 would translate to a really good skill rating, so I think this was a really good job. It would also translate to 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, a 7.7, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Like I said, this is just an instrumental version of the exact same song that I reacted to. So notationally, rhythmically, songwriting, execution, it's the exact same. There is no difference between the two. But having said that, I did enjoy this more. And I hate to say it, but the reason is because the vocals weren't there. Now, here's the thing. I'm a lot tougher on my scoring now than I was a year ago. So, if I did, now I don't know, if I did give this a 7.7 originally, you could really say it's more like a 7.4, 7.5, somewhere in there. Honestly, I was a lot nicer than I am now. I'm a lot tougher now. But I would give this a 7.7 hands down. If I did give this a 7.7 or lower, then we're good. We're okay. Because that means it would be, if I were to go back and listen to this now as the original and listen to it now using my current scoring system now, it would get like, if I gave it a 7.7, take about 0.2 off of it. And you're going to be right about there. I really hope I didn't give this an 8. I really do. If I gave this an 8, oh no. I hope not. No, but overall, I did enjoy listening to this more. I was definitely more into this, and I think part of the reason why is because I could actually see what the drummer was doing. Now, does the music video really mean anything? No, not really. I mean, I understand what he was playing. He was playing along to the track. I get it. And what we saw him playing was, he was probably playing live to the track, you know, so he could, you know, emulate and play exactly what he was playing on the recording. It was cool to see that. Did that have any effect on the score whatsoever? None. No. I think the instrumental on this without the vocals was better. I I really hope I judge this is getting a higher score. I really do. Like I said, take the original. Whatever the original score was for the original, take about 0.2 off, and I think we'll be just about right. I'm really hoping I gave this a 7.7 or lower. I really do. If I gave the original higher than a 7.7, we may have a problem. But in any case, 7.7. Like I said, I did enjoy this more. On a personal level, I definitely did. But if I'm looking at this objectively, there's really no difference between this and the original, other than this one has no vocals. So I really hope my score is reflective properly. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, 7.7, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. Oh boy. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, and I'm gonna be really curious. After I'm done filming, I'm gonna go look, because the anticipation is killing me. I gotta know if I'm right. I'm really hope this is either I gave the original a 7.7 or lower, because if I did, we're okay. If not, I need to reevaluate myself and reevaluate my scoring system. Anyway, we got a 7.7, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.